Greetings, lords and ladies, Kaiser here, and welcome to another episode of our Epirus campaign in Imperator Rome. Now, first and foremost, you probably see a little bit of a difference on the map compared to where we left off last time, and I wish to first apologize sincerely for what happened. You see, last time I kept playing for a while longer, and the brilliant mind that is me accidentally overwrote it. Overwrote the previous save file, and I basically had to go back and play through an episode's worth of gameplay to get back to where we were. I believe we ended the last episode at the beginning of June, so that is where I stopped. The differences that you might see, one of the differences is that you see a few additional troops. I believe we had like 28 troops at the end of the last episode. The reason for that is I simply decided to train up, I believe like four more cohorts of archers, 4 more cohorts of light infantry, just to be a little bit stronger in comparison to the big blue blob right there. There, I got it right. It's blue, not green. As we really do not want any trouble with the Macedons. This was not something I did with hindsight 2020 or anything like that. I just decided that, you know what, we do have the economy. We should have a little bit more troops. Another thing I believe that is a little bit different that I did and only afterwards noticed on the actual episode is that I believe we were not allied with Elis. I accepted the alliance this time around, so that is another difference. Pretty sure that we had an alliance with Pieria. Not completely sure if we have if we had a defensive league though. I was going to accept the defensive league anyway, but the difference, the reason I think that was also a difference is because I don't recall having too many relations in the last episode, so I'm very sorry about that. But yeah, these are the 3 biggest differences. I kept everything as close to the previous save as possible. For instance, you can see that we have Epidamnos, which means that we avoided that whole problem of there being 0 pops over there. I did the exact same thing as far as moving slaves outside of the province of Epirus into the province of Illyria Graeca, into Lissos, and consequently colonizing Butthole. I swear to God, please, somebody tell me how to properly pronounce that thing, because I keep hearing a different word, and you guys know which word it is. I'm 13, okay? But yeah, apart from that, I'm pretty sure I kept everything else as it is right now. Now, if you do notice me clicking incessantly on Macedon like that, it is because I keep checking whether or not they are getting ready for a war with us. For those of you that don't know, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in one of the previous episodes, but a pretty significant indicator that a kingdom is about to attack you is the fact that when you hover over one of these possibilities, especially the Offer Alliance, I'll be completely honest, I haven't noticed if any of this is visible on any of the other tooltips, but on this one, if you hover over the Offer Alliance, as you can see right now, it says negative -40 now, because that is the reason for that is that we have too many relations. If you suddenly see a spike of -1000, that is due to them planning your demise. It says so even on the tooltip on the bottom, I believe. And if a nation, or rather a kingdom, is planning your demise, that is a pretty clear indicator they're about to attack you in a very short fashion. Another reason why I'm gonna keep checking Macedon is just to see if they enter a war with anyone that isn't us, possibly. The reason for that being from what my experience playing this game, if a kingdom is at war with someone, that means that they are essentially focusing on that one war. They're not gonna start planning your demise. They're not gonna randomly declare a war on you. Now, last time when we conquered Talantia, we got a little bit lucky. Because the Macedon war with Troezen was over before our war with Talantia was over. But they saw fit not to attack us, for which I am very, very thankful for. I'll be completely honest. Right, so this episode, I believe we will be going into the, into statecraft a little bit more. First and foremost, let's see. We have all of the government, everything is set up as it should be, except for the fact that we do have a, Alcatid family member with 10 zeal, which could easily swap one of these two. Hierophant Philosophus, let me see, you are Theranid and Kephistodid families. Which one do we believe is more important, monthly legitimacy or omen power? At this point, I believe that monthly legitimacy is actually more important, so we'll place in the Alcatid in place of the Philosophus. We, of course, are still losing legitimacy despite all of that, thanks to the Molossians' anger. Right, Molossians' anger, that I believe is going to be there for another month and a half, year and a half. October 61. That is correct. That is correct. Another glaring problem that we have is loyalty. Now, we managed to somehow start increasing loyalty in Aetolia, but we're still losing loyalty in Illyria Graeca. Now, as soon as the Molossians angered goes away, I believe, yeah, because the 4 unrest is literally just the Molossians' anger. The cultural assimilation gets negated by the tolerance policy, so once that is done, once the damn Molossians are shut up, are silenced, there we go, that's the word. Once they're silenced, everything will be fine. Now, one of the things I do want to do is, if we check right here, we do have 22 slaves located in the province of Epirus. Now, as mentioned in one of the previous episodes, if you place 15 of these slaves in one city, that city will start producing 1 additional unit of the produce, or rather of the resource that it produces. Now, I was looking around, and I believe that the resource that we would like an additional unit of, and possibly have a surplus in our capital, is precious metals. The reason for that, if we check right here, precious metals, we get a citizen promotion cost -10 if we have a surplus in the capital. So that is definitely something we will want to do. Another thing I just noticed when I clicked here on the nation overview is that Illyria Graeca does not have a trade route. That is an additional 30 or 40, well, 0.30 or 40 gold that we could be gaining per month, but are not right now. So, let's get right into this. We gained a son. How many sons is that, actually? Ooh, 4 sons. That's gonna be a problem. They're gonna start killing each other, most likely, because they're gonna be pretenders, and they're gonna be losing loyalty. That is not good. We should probably stop having sons, please. This is not Crusader Kings, where you might want to place your sons in control of certain areas. There we go. We have 34 civic power. So, what do we put into Illyria Graeca? Precious metals or wine would be the best. Tribesmen, either dyes or wine actually would be the best. Or dates, for that matter, because the Freeman happiness would benefit us the most, considering the fact that they're mostly freemen in Illyria Graeca. But none of that is available. Actually, let's check. Nope, none of that is available. Dates, nope. Dice, nothing. See, that's another reason why I really would like to become a regional power, because our diplomatic range increases, meaning that a lot more trade resources become available. But for now, let's see, they already have fish. We can put grain in there, so we'll just take some livestock from Cyrenaica. There we go. So that is one additional trade route right there. A little bit more money income. Excellent. Wait, did I lower everything? I did lower everything. Good, 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 good. Now, the moment we see Macedon go to war, I would like to just declare war on one of the Greek one-city miners, simply because we are one city short of becoming the regional power that we want to be. Another reason I want to be a regional power is because we won't have to wait for Thrace to declare a guarantee on us, like we're kind of hoping that they would, but they're not doing so. Meanies. But we'll be able to have an alliance with them. We could even potentially have an alliance straight with Macedon, since if we do that, they're gonna need a little bit more time declaring war on us, as they will have to first cancel the alliance with us and whatnot. Also, we will be able to interact far more with Phrygia. Hellenistic major power of Phrygia is outside our diplomatic range, as you can see right there. We still won't be able to have an alliance with them, as they are a major power. We'll still be a regional power. You see, in a way, I kind of like this system, because you don't have like these one city miners having alliances with these big boys. But in another way, on another note, I kind of think that the guarantees and whatnot beat the purpose, because this is still a one city miner, and I can declare war on them, because if I try to, well, would you look at that, Phrygia is gonna take over the war. You know, so at least let me make an alliance. Just let me make an alliance with one of the big boys, so that I don't have to worry, or at least ask them to guarantee me. That should be a possibility as well. Not just wait for them to guarantee me, but ask for them to guarantee me, possibly. Let's keep going, and let's see. Precious metals, like I said, would be the perfect material, or rather resource, to gain. So we will start moving. A foreigner arrives, my Basilius Nicanor Leonid from Boeotia. What is this? An unwelcome gift. A loyal servant of the state. Are you... Okay, so either you're not loyal and you're just trying to make me look bad, or you're just an idiot. Why are you making hideous statues of me? I don't want to lose the loyalty, so we'll just go for the flat-out -10 popularity. We can, of course, hold games, but that costs money, and right now we really don't want to lose any money, considering the situation. Right, so we have 21 still, so we will start moving our slaves into Dodona, like that. We need 6 more, so let's see. We'll move 4 more from Nicopolis, 2 more from Lucas, which is 5, and then we're just gonna have to pick one of the city-states that we don't need a single slave in. Now, the reason I'm keeping at least 1 slave in the provinces, or rather the cities, is because, again, if I'm not mistaken, you do need at least 1 pop of that type in a given city in order for that pop to start growing once the previous pop is grown. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me, please. I would love to be wrong on that, actually. Because that would mean that I can just move all of the slaves around without having to worry about that, and there's still going to be a slave produced there. There we go, that's 12, and we are already losing the pop right there. We will have to move some of the pops. Let me see. I'm thinking that I might actually leave the freemen in Dodona and just grab the citizens and move them into Nicopolis, as they are producing some manpower for us over here. I mean, granted, it's just 17 manpower, but still. We also are waiting for the 180 oratory power required for us to declare, or to start fabricating claims. There we go, that's enough once again. Into Dodona. into Dodona, and let's actually see which of the provinces do we not need a slave in. Perhaps... what are they producing? Let's see. Marble... City provincial loyalty. Toron... I mean, we already have 2 fish, so one of the Toron or Orikos. Orikos is on the border with Illyria Graeca, so if we want to move slaves in between, I'll just keep the one slave we have in there. At least I believe we have a slave in there. Yes, we do. Alright, so Toron, you are the loser in this case. Or lucky winner, lucky loser, as... whichever way you see fit. So now we are producing 2 precious materials and thus have a surplus in our capital. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see, Aetolia is now... yeah, it is slowly gaining loyalty. Loyalty is a very big factor. Like, in plenty of my playthroughs, not let's play, sorry. In plenty of my playthroughs, we just ended up smack dab in the middle of a civil war. Martial research increase, wonderful. All right, that's going to be additional morale and discipline and whatnot. I believe that the next level somewhere is it over here? Yes, it is. There we go. Logistics Bureau. An additional capital import route. That is definitely that is definitely something I want to see. That is why we are going to be saving up the 100, or rather 110, thanks to the too many relations, that it is required for us to get that bonus. Let's keep checking on Macedon. Wait a minute. They had 33 cohorts. They lowered the number of their cohorts. And if I recall, their manpower didn't really go down. It actually went up. It was 67,000, I believe, the last time I checked. So that means they're not training up new cohorts right now. Could this mean that they are not as inclined to attack us? This could be a very good opportunity for us to possibly go and attack somebody. Patrai, what's your situation? You're allied with Mantinea and Sparta. Now, we do still require the 180 oratory points in order to fabricate a claim, but if we could quickly grab up one of these one-city miners before Macedon decides to get a bit jumpy again, that could be very good for us. I'm gonna half this, move them here, move this army over here, because I'm pretty sure that Naupactos does not supply, yeah, it only supplies 18 units. And we don't want attrition to do the work of the enemy for them. Alright, alright. Yeah, they're not raising their cohorts. We're gonna wait and see for a few more months. Yeah, their manpower is still going up. Nothing is happening with them. A gift from the Hellenistic state of Mantinea. Are you at war with someone on Mantinea? Yes, you are, with Azania. Alright. Religious advances, civic advances, there we go. So we do require the 110 civic power for that. Peace, alright, Mantinea is no longer at war. Is Ellis at war? They're not, but they are starting to train up some additional units, for whatever reason. Yeah, it seems like Macedon is taking it easy. Alright, you know what? We're gonna start maintaining our army. Start gaining that morale. And within 2 months we will fabricate a claim. They are alone. They are completely alone right now. Fabricate a claim immediately. Immediately. Alrighty then. Day 2 of episode... what is this? 4? 5? 5, I think. Apologies for that pause right there, but yesterday a gigantic storm came about. I have so many problems trying to get this episode out. Good God. First I overwrite the save file, then the storm comes in. And the reason I stopped recording yesterday is because in the town where I used to live in, or the village if you want to call it that, like, there were multiple instances of our neighbors just having their entire houses electric system fried by lightning hitting their place. And the last thing I want right now is my PC getting fried. Granted, you know, in the village those were houses, not apartment buildings. Buildings supposedly have like protection against that. They have those whatchamacallem, coils that are supposed to, you know, catch the lightning and just ground it immediately and prevent it from wreaking havoc on the electric system throughout the building. But still, I decided to rather be safe than sorry, and just did not risk it. Just stopped recording right then and there. It was thundering a lot. Good God. And today it's sunny, so go figure. Alright, so from what I remember, we did fabricate a claim on Patrai, so we will immediately go to war with them. Pull Pyrrhus straight in there. Beat that army up. There we go. Excellent. Detach a siege plus 1 additional unit. The reason for that being that we are going to take attrition, and I would prefer... Let me see. Siege ability. There we go. And I would prefer not losing units to attrition. We are going to lose a few of them to attrition, but that is why I did that. Because it would have gone under 5,000, and that would have been problematic. Good God, another sun? Holy damn. Pieria, yes, of course. You are allowed to move through our lands. Alright, let's get through this war quickly, please. Quickly. You'll have him teach us personally. Now let's see. A new wise man has become renowned amongst our citizens in the city of Corkira, province of Epirus. Now they have started to look to him for guidance in their daily lives, following his teachings and ideals. The philosopher claims pleasure in the form of removal of pain from our daily lives should be the goal of for our society. Though they might come across as hedonistic, the philosopher has shown to be surprisingly ascetic, no idea what that word means, and giving up a lot of the desires one usually see in their kind. We will have him teach us personally. The reason I did that was because the 2 additional pips in Zeal will give us an additional... Wait a minute, we're still producing only 2. What? Wait, so our Martial didn't go down by -1 like it said it would, and our Zeal didn't go up by 2 like it said it would. Martial stayed the same, and Zeal just went up by 1. I mean, okay. I'll take the free point, but it's just not helpful at all. Alright, invention. Considering the situation right now, I know that I said we would be taking Logistics Bureau in order to increase the commerce income. But I think we will go for the Extraordinary Ordnance right now for the siege ability, because we really need this war to end quickly. Quickly, please. Which omen should we go for, I wonder? I'm gonna refrain from choosing one just yet. Kefistidid family is upset. Why is the Kefistidid family upset? You have a guy with 10 zeal. Let's make him the Hierophant. There. Should be fine now, right? Yep. 21 minus 7. Let's go, please. Just finish this war quickly before Macedon gets any weird ideas. 0. We could, of course, just use the religious power to increase our stability as well. That would be useful. How much do we need for an increase of 1? 184. That would bring us slightly under the omen requirement. But you know what? Sure, I'll do 1, and then as soon as we can, we'll take the Omen. Request trade, certainly. 7%, let's go. What's wrong with you? Minus 21, excellent. Go, 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 go. I would love for it to just be over immediately, like right now. 35, okay. Please next month. Please, 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 please. Not planning our demise just yet. Come on, 42. Should have been over right there. Let it be over right now, please. Yes! Alright, Siege of Patrai 1. The Olympic Games. Which one do we send? He is the Epistrategos. So we're not sending him. We'll send Nikakor. What is he? Towering Adonis, alright. And a nimble-footed sprinter. Yeah, sure. Go and be fast. Sue for peace. Demand this. Get money for it. Are you sure that you want to be a regional power? Heck yeah, I'm sure. Ooh, pass judgment on important families. Let's see. Simulate 1072. Nope. 4282. Nah. 9028. No. 0641. Nope. Have them crucified. My Basilius Pyrrhus Echidae. We have increased in rank and are now a regional power, a country instead of local power. Since we are now an independent country with at least 25 cities, the following special rules can be used. Guarantee other countries can threaten war, can have alliances, and the following effects: capital import route +1, heck yeah, diplomatic relations +3, diplomatic range +50, government bonus multiplier +100. Excellent. There we go. And we are now out of the... We can leave the defensive league, I believe. Or is it gonna immediately, like, automatically kick us out? Are you planning anything? You're not planning anything. Alright. Alrighty. Thebes? Certainly. Alright, so what is our economic gain? There you go, commerce 4.4. Already in comparison to... the taxes. Okie doke. Move the troops back to Nicopolis. 3 import routes in our capital. We could have 4. Yes, indeed we could. I would love to have some horses now. Hey! There's a lot more to choose from. But everybody is afraid of losing the strategic goods. Kataria is the only one that would be willing to possibly have a trade relation with us, or Scordisia would be willing. Just that their opinion of us is very, very bad. We left league. We are no longer part of the defensive league. Alright, so we won't be called into any of their wars anymore, which is absolutely fine with me. We can offer an alliance to Macedon now, which is exactly what I'm gonna do right now. There, we are now in a military alliance with Macedon. So if they suddenly cancel the alliance, that is going to be a red flag as far as them planning something goes. I can also offer an alliance to Thebes, but that will once again bring us up to too many relations, I believe. But still, I'm gonna do it just in order to have additional leverage against Macedon. Because if they attack me now, well, they're gonna be attacking Thrace and us. And Thrace is not to be trifled with at all. There we go. So we are now a regional power. Holy damn! That risk, that gamble right there paid off. Good. We are outraged to discover that the Hellenistic has cancelled... Oh, the military alliance. That's absolutely fine. I don't really care about that much. Let's see. Trade route horses. Has anything changed? Nope. Everybody's still on minus 115. Or minus 105. So, Scordisia, you are on minus 30. we would need the opinion to be up by quite a bit. Anything else? I mean, Kataria needs a positive 20. You know what, Kataria? Let me actually try and improve my relations with you. That should help a little bit and possibly get us those coveted horses that we want so badly. There, of course, we can't have a trade route over here as well. Dyes. Oh, dyes became possible. Hey. Vegetables as well. Now, the reason I want vegetables is because, look at that. Surplus in the capital. Move slave cost is minus 20%. That is massive once you have a lot of slaves to move around to possibly, you know, gain strategic resources and whatnot by producing more of them. Or local citizen happiness. Let's see. What are you unhappy about? Martial education. What about the citizens here? Yep. Martial education. I mean, if we brought in the dyes, that would be 85%, which would increase our technology output, which is definitely something that we would like to do. So dyes or vegetables, those are the two choices right now that seem most profitable to us. The supply limit goes up. National citizen output goes up. But only one province is producing the dyes that we could gain. That's... we would need a surplus, so... At least with vegetables, look at all of that. We'd actually be able to have a surplus of vegetables the next time we get a trade import, which is going to be as soon as we have 110 civic power. Alright, I'll take the vegetables. We shall take the vegetables. Sparta has a casus belli on Elis. Well, if they attack, we'll jump in and help them, sure. Dodona is currently starving. Which do we prefer? Or rather, which do we find more important? An additional trade route? Or saving a freeman. Usually I would say saving a freeman, because the pops take quite a while to grow. Every month minus 0.5 is lost, but how much do we have? Like, alright, is that at least 1%? Meaning that we have at least 20 months before this pop dies? If so, I won't worry about it just yet. I would like the civic power to go up. The +2 bonus is gonna be massive now. Plus, the Molossians are no longer being little punks, so all of our loyalties are going up. Excellent. And yes, cultural assimilation is exactly what I wanted in Patrai right now. Oh, right, there's another trade route to be had right here. You know what? Yeah, for sure. Look at that. Commerce is already past the taxes, so we are definitely going to be taking the Omen Blessing of Hermes, and thus increasing our income. Yeah. Trade route. What can we get? What can we bring into here? We are producing fish over here. Okay. We do have citizens. These are slowly going to start becoming Epirus. Do we bring in precious materials? Nope. I keep saying materials. They're metals. Sorry. Dyes. Niet. I mean, this is just one city, so bringing in any sort of population growth right now would be useless. So I'm guessing... I don't know. I'm guessing dyes, but if we take dyes, we won't be able to bring dyes into Epirus, and I would love to bring the dyes into Epirus eventually, at least. Eventually. The +10 citizen happiness would be massive, even though we do want the vegetables first. Eventually, we are going to have another trade route available there, so... I say we go for... I guess we do go for the population growth. Either that or olives. No, you don't have any slaves. Salt? Local fort defense, vegetables, leather? No. Wood? Local tax? Yeah, but you need slaves for tax, so that's gonna be useless here. I guess salt. Fort, I mean, we do have a fort over there, so... You know. Might as well. Who are you? Cappadocia. Sure. And with that... That should be going higher. 524. Yep. We are no longer importing wine. That's not good. I want the wine. Wait. How do we have enough wine? No. No. No, no, no. A man approaches us with the request for a room and some help to write a grand tale for the ages. He promises us he will make sure to include Epirus into the tale, so it will be beneficial for us as well as himself. If he is to write this epic, we will receive the goodwill of the common folk as well as showing everyone what wise, beneficial rulers we are. Now here's the thing. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before, but no, this, like, 6 or 7 times I tried this, and every single time the writer was a complete con artist. We are not doing this. No. Nuh-uh. Nada. No. I'm confused. How are we still importing wine? I mean, how do we still have a surplus of wine? It's not like Phoenique is producing double wine. It's only producing 1. So trade overview. Imports. See, we're not importing any wine. Are we? Capital surplus. Yeah, but how do we have a surplus? That is my question right now. We are not producing a surplus of wine. Is it gonna change at the end of the month? Aha! There we go. Alright, so where can we get wine? I really want the wine because of the army maintenance cost. Campania, Samnium. You're gonna be taken over by the Romans eventually, so it's gonna be useless. But if I send you a gift, would that be enough? How much of a minus do we have right now with you? -10. So if I bump up the opinion, it's just gonna be a... That -10 will be gone, but we're still gonna be on +47. Is Illyria Graeca producing any wine anywhere? No? Wait, they are producing earthenware, so I guess... Yeah, but it's not a surplus, so... Not useful to us. I mean, I guess we could import dyes now, and eventually start importing wine again. That is why we are not... Our balance went down a little bit. Simply due to that military cost going up. Oh well, better luck next time. Indeed, better luck next time, boys. We do need... We still have too many relations. Pieria guarantee, Ellis guarantee, like, I don't have... I can stop guaranteeing Pieria, I think. So now we no longer have the too many relations, which is wonderful, because it does not... We don't have the +10 power cost increase. Commerce actually went up for whatever reason. But yeah, we are waiting for the 200 religious power so that we open... start the omen for the commerce income. Anybody else need a trade route? Nope, not yet. You already converted 14 pops. Excellent! Excellent! This is an Imperator, right? Yep. One more Talantian. One more Talantian there. One Talantian. Plenty Talantians. Wait, we still have... We really still have... Tribesmen? Ooh. We'll just do that. Tribesmen. We really don't want tribesmen in our civilized cities. That is just a no-no. No, not necessary, and quite honestly, detrimental. Detrimental. he says. Alright, one more month, and that is the Omen. Boom, boom, boom. Blessing of Hermes. That's probably not how you pronounce that, but hey. There we go. 177. Yep. Definitely a larger increase than if we just increased the taxes. Now what we have to do is start thinking about ways to continue increasing our trade routes. For one thing, as soon as the cultural assimilation goes well, especially in Patrai here, there are only 3 more Achaeans. Alright, so 5 more Achaeans there. And then we can have a trade route. The one thing I was thinking about, I'm not sure if I mentioned this at the beginning of the episode, but I would like to also change the governor policy in Aetolia from encouraged trade to cultural assimilation, especially now that we don't have the Molossians angered anymore. It would be useful because there are still plenty of Aetolians there, and not as many Epirites. So yeah, that would lower our trade income, but we will be able to increase trade in Achaea, at least for the moment. So yeah, that is definitely something we will be looking into. But we will be looking into that in the next episode, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. I have been Kaiser. I am so sorry that it took so long for this episode to come out. As I said, I kept having trouble, and, you know, with the storm as well, like I said, rather be safe than sorry. You know, just imagine if my computer got fried. That would mean that no episodes for the foreseeable future. So it's better that I'm 2 days late, 1 or 2 days late, rather than having no more episodes come up for like a few months, I guess. At any rate, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I have been Kaiser. If you enjoy what I do, as always, please do consider leaving a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and share these videos around. It helps the channel a whole lot. Let's reach that next milestone of 1,000 as soon as possible. I will see you guys next time. Until then, ad gloriam.